Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Soul's Unboxing. If you'd like to know what video game related products we'll be unboxing next, it's just as easy as pressing the subscribe on the lower right corner and pressing the bell button. It's been quite a while since we've last unboxed any video game stuff, and we've just received a new game today that we can't wait to unbox with all of you. This is what we'll be unboxing this week. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics on PlayStation 4 from Capcom. Before we go into actual unboxing, let's talk about this game or collection of games first. Saying this is a completely new game is a little bit of exaggeration, as it contains many of the legendary crossover titles that we've fallen in love over the past decades. We'll check out the list of the games included shortly. And the digital version was released back on September 11th, 2024 on PSN Store and September 12th, 2024 on Nintendo Store, which was just slightly more than 2 months ago before we see and own this physical release. But most of you should know by now that I prefer physical versions over digital ones because there's something tangible that I can really hold on to. And of course, it's also the physical copies that allow me to unbox with you. So when X-Men Children of the Atom was released back in 1994, obviously I was still studying in school, so the best activity after school, other than going home to finish my homework and assignments, was to hit to an arcade center to play some quarter munchers. And X-Men Children of the Atom was surely one of my favorites at that time, besides side-scrollers like Metal Slug and Raiden. Although I didn't possess huge knowledge of X-Men characters at that time, I enjoyed the gameplay a lot as I could be controlling all the fan favorites like Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, and many others. And the new fighting game or versus title was released almost 1 year after another, with Marvel Super Heroes released in 1995, X-Men vs. Street Fighter in 1996, Marvel Super Heroes vs. Street Fighter in 1997, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Super Heroes in 1998, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes in 2000, all with very flashy and dazzling combos that were a feast to our eyes. Those were the true representation of the golden era of 2D arcade crossover fighting games until 3D ones like Virtua Fighter, Tekken, Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur entered the ring to hit up the market further. Now let's turn our attention back to this fighting game collection. It contains all 6 of the titles that we've just mentioned, plus the rare beat-them-up game called The Punisher that was released only in the arcade and Sega Genesis in 1993. So yeah, you may say it's not strictly all the fighting games, but hey, who cares too much when Capcom decides to throw in a bonus title for us, right? To commemorate such a special moment and collaboration, a new illustration was drawn for the cover of the title, like this one, and features many of the key and well-known characters from both universes. I always like the cartoony drawing from Capcom. The version I got is for PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch version is very similar, only with a slimmer Switch case. This is the standard edition and there's no other editions announced so far, so we get the translucent blue plastic case like any of the PlayStation 4 titles. On the back, we have the basic premise of the collection, including the titles we've talked about, some additional features included in the game, and some screenshots. There's also some bonus that we'll discover in a while. So let's remove the shrink wrap to have a closer look. Just hold on for a moment. Okay, so when we open the case, we can see the game disc with Cyclops and Leo printed on the disc face. There's no further DLC card included as expected because we already have 7 titles on one disc, but here's the bonus. that we'll check out shortly. And no instruction manual for the North American version either, because everything is online now. I miss the days when we still have the menu that we could flip from time to time with all the move lists and character bios. Anyways, this is all that's contained in this fighting collection. I know it's kinda raw and empty, right? Capcom realized that about that too, and that's why they've included online and co-op play, training mode, high score challenge mode, artwork gallery, and development documents for each of the title, plus a music player to play the music from the games. And as an added bonus, we have this. A brand new 32-page Marvel vs. Capcom comic packaged with the game. At least it's something you won't get from the digital version, and it's an original comic. We can see different drawing style from the illustration cover too, and it may be the beginning of a new comic series. Let me flip the pages for a quick glance. So that's it for this episode of Souls Unboxing. If you enjoyed this unboxing video, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and share with others who are passionate about fighting games as much as we do. There's still some exciting games to be released for the rest of 2024, so stay tuned for more video game unboxing. Oh, and Capcom has just announced that they will be releasing Capcom Fighting Collection 2 in 2025, a follow-up to Capcom Fighting Collection that was released in 2022. I just can't wait to play more of their previous fighting games on current-gen consoles. In the meantime, I have to pop the disc in and install the games so I can start my nostalgia. Round 1, fight everyone, and don't forget to stick around.